So while we are waiting for a few more kids to join, so Akshaya, this is your first class. A quick message for you is, whatever we do in the class, it's getting recorded. Not you guys, but me and the board that you see in the background. So what that means to you is, when I'm teaching the concepts or explaining the concepts, you don't really have to worry about taking notes or worrying about what I've noted down versus what I missed. Okay, so focus on following the concepts, engage in discussion, argue with me, ask me questions if something is not clear, because everything that we are doing, that is recorded, which you can watch the video later also to do a recap of what we learned. Okay, so your focus and energy should go only for understanding the concepts or following what we are learning. Okay?
Okay, Master.
Yeah. All right. Yananya, Rudavik, Arush. So Arush, you were not there in the class yesterday. You had a conflict. Okay. So let's do a quick roll call and get started. So we have Dev, Jenna, Akshaya, Neil, Riya, Ritika, Samriddhi, Saranya, and Viswa. Few kids are still missing, but we'll get started. So, what we're going to do today is still more around the system of equations and graphing it, resolving it, dealing with word problems involving system of equations or inequalities. And then once we are done with this chapter or this unit, from next week onwards we are going to go into advanced math, advanced level. That is where you will deal with more things that is meant for bothering you guys, but we'll try making sure that they stay as easy as understandable as possible. Okay, all right. And Akshaya, for you, since this is your first class, I might keep calling out your names in between, not to put you on the spot, just to make sure that whatever we do, you're able to follow and you're able to get along with the momentum of the class. All right. And never hesitate. Again, Samriddhi also is pretty new. Ananya is new as well. But for you guys, remember one thing, everybody, okay, that in this class, making a mistake is no crime. I love when you guys make mistakes, because that becomes our way to learn things faster. Okay, making mistakes should be as easy as saying your name. So don't be afraid of making mistakes, or don't even think about what others would think. Nobody thinks here. If a 49-year-old man can make mistakes, you guys have full freedom and luxury to make mistakes. Okay? Arnya, okay? You look little sad. I hope I'm not torturing you guys too much. Huh? Okay. All right. So what we'll do is, when it comes to system of equations or inequalities, these are the concepts that you guys, I'm assuming, that are already aware of. So I'm not going to the concepts one more time. What we will do is, we'll look at some problems, we'll try solving them, and as and when I find somebody getting stuck, I will double click on that to make sure that you guys are familiar with those concepts. Is that okay? Akshaya, Samriddhi, Ritika, Riya, everybody? Neil, Sarah? Okay, all right. So let's get started. If I say, what is inequality? Would you be able to describe that, Akshaya? Would you know what do we mean by inequality?
It has like X and Y, like greater than or equal to, like that stuff.
Yeah. Or my lame explanation for that is, anything that is not equal to inequality. So something that is not same as equal to. So if I say x plus 2y equal to 15, this is an equation, equality scenario. If I change this to something which is different from equal to, be it this, be it this, be it this, be it this, these are inequalities. Okay. So it is as simple as, if I say what is so very interesting about my age? Why do I keep talking about it? Okay, let's say, if I say my salary is $2,000, that is a point blank information that you would know. If I say my salary is more than $1,500, then that is left for you to decide whether it's 1,500 won or 20,000 or $1 million. Yeah, I wish my salary was that much, but yeah. Let's park that interesting problem for a future. But so inequality gives you a range of answers. Equality gives you point blank answer. That's the primary difference. Hey Vishal. So now let's look at, why I was talking about inequality was because when we deal with some problems, we'll come across those scenarios and then we'll see how is that relevant from a calculation standpoint and what does it mean to us. So I'm reading one problem, okay? And I don't want to talk about, I will not talk about this, otherwise Praneeth will discontinue. I'm just kidding. Okay, so this could be relevant for Akshaya. Let's not talk about the concept right now. I will talk about it when the time comes. So I have a question that we want to solve together as a group. 2y plus 4 equal to x plus y plus 6. I'm just reading a question right now. Hey Vishal, can you hear me okay? Yeah? I cannot hear you. Just check your mic better. And then the next sentence says, which of the following is the graph of the given equation, the xy plane? And we are given 4 options. This, then second one is here, this is 2 and this is 2. I'm just plotting part of the graph that you guys can relate. This is -2 and this is -2. Third graph is this is 2 and this one is 2. And the fourth graph is this is -2 and this is 2. Yep. Last one. See, Praneeth did not bother to solve this. And I like that. Like that meaning, there will be problems that you have to solve and there will be problems that you would not want to solve. You would want to apply your understanding. So again, one last time reading the question for everybody. This is an equation given to us and then we are given 4 graphs and we have been told which of the graph is plotting this equation. Okay, I'll come to Praneeth to understand what was the reason for him to not solve it and then say that this is my answer. Okay, I'll come to that. But everybody else, everybody got the question right? Ritika, Riya, Samriddhi, Akshaya, yes, Arush.
I like answer D.
You also said, okay, so this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So Arush is also leaning towards D. So Sananya, Samriddhi, Akshaya, Ritika, Riya, Vishal, what is your answer? How many more minutes you guys would need? 2 minutes?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Which one?
D.
Do you also think D? Okay. Viswa,
I got D.
you also got D. Saranya?
I'm still solving it.
Okay. Ritika?
I got D as well.
Dave?
Also
Neil?
I got D.
You also got D. Akshaya?
I also got D.
You also got D. And one thing, what do you call, a warning for everybody is, whoever tells the answer, I don't have any problem with the answer, but be ready with your story, okay? I'm a person who likes stories. So whatever way you came to D, I will pick any of you to describe that to me, okay? Because I'm not very intelligent. You have to explain that to me in a very simple way. Okay. Vishal? Vishwa?
I got D.
You also got D? Vishwa?
I already answered. I got D.
You also, okay. You got D. Jenna, how about you, beta?
I'm still thinking.
Still thinking? Okay. So, Praneeth was the first to give the answer, but Akshaya gets the privilege to describe that to me. Akshaya, tell me, how did you come to D? What did you do to arrive at it?
So I first subtracted before, so that was like 6 minus 4, so that was 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I subtracted the y, and that became y equals x plus 2. So the 2 is the p-value, so yeah. So you put that in the y, like the y-intercept, so that's 2. And then the slope is like x, so you just go up 1, like back over 1, up 1.
Sound convincing to everybody? Everybody? Yep.
You could eliminate the first two since those are negative, because n is going to be positive. And then any combination of 4 and 6 will always be positive, so it can't be C either.
Okay. Ananya, tell me what was your thought process behind?
Just seeing the equation in the graph.
Okay. See, there are two things that I heard from you guys, okay? One is that this is the equation. What Akshaya said and what Praneeth and everybody was aligning towards was that first simplify this equation. Let's put in a more simpler way, because you see y here, x here, constant in both the sides. Let's put all the y's on one side. So 2y, this y travels to this side, becomes minus y. And this 4 travels to this side, becomes minus 4. So here you have x, this y is already gone, has come here. And then you have 6, and this 4 when it went there became minus 4. So it became y equals x plus 2. Now as soon as you guys saw this equation, you realize that okay, this is the equation in the slope intercept form, y equal to mx plus c. And your m is nothing but the coefficient of x, which is 1. Meaning rise over run is 1. Meaning every increase of x by 1 unit leads to 1 unit increase of y as well. Now, and this thing is your y-intercept. So this is where David said, okay, I will not calculate it the same way. I will use this information for eliminating the options. Yeah. So when I have 2 as my y-intercept, meaning it is touching the y-axis when the value of y is 2. This is minus 2. This is 2. This is also minus 2. So this option and this option that we eliminated. Now these are the two options left. This one is moving downwards because meaning my rise over run is negative. Here this is going upward, that is my rise over run is positive. Here is 1, which is a positive value. That means this one is also eliminated. So this is the answer we are leading towards. Yep. So it's a combination of solving and eliminating. You can always go from here, continue and then solve and then say okay, this is 2 and slope. You look at the slope of this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. But do you want to do that much of calculation now? You don't want to. This gives you the slope, this gives the y-intercept. So my slope is positive, so everything that is going upward, that's what I am interested in. This one and this one. And this one is eliminated because it's a negative value, yes.
You don't even have to simplify the original equation, because you can see that y will become, like, you don't have to move x, so you can just get the slope from that, and then you can just move forward, because 2y will become y.
Yeah, okay, so eventually that part I'm still doing, right? Because if I have some y's here, some x here, some constants here, it gets a little bit of a mind-boggling exercise, right? I mean, so that's why when you got to this point, this is the simplest form that leaves no confusion for any of us. So, couple of things. One is always look at how do you simplify the problem. Second thing is how do you eliminate the unwanted options. And third thing is instead of calculating, always use your interpretation abilities to solve the things. Yeah. Jenna, Neil, everybody on the same page? Okay, all right. Okay, so this was one of the problem. Not a difficult one, probably an easy picking, but now no matter how many of you get upset with me, this is just a small message for Akshaya. That is, what did we do? I did the question couple of times. We analyzed, right? You guys analyzed it and then solved it. So that is what is this ran all about. Read, analyze, and then do it. Any problem? Don't jump onto it. Read it couple of times, makes the problem easier. And then you put your thoughts around it, how you're going to approach it, and then N stands for Nike, which says just do it. Okay. See, today Ananya made sure that she's not bringing the Nike issue, otherwise I'll point at her shoe again. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Is everybody okay? Okay. Now, okay. Kids, everybody here. So, Akshaya, you'll be surprised to know that even if you are in a high school, I call you kid because everybody here in the class is like my kid. So don't feel bad about it. Now the next question. Okay, everybody here. Next question. Pay attention to what I'm saying. My words are very expensive, worth few $100,000, if not $1 billion. The equation 6y plus 12x. 6y plus 12x equal to 18 is graphed in the xy plane. Which of the following equation has a graph that is perpendicular to the graph of the given equation? Okay. This is the equation that is graphed in the xy plane. Let's say this is what is graphed. I just made it up. The question says, okay, hear me out carefully. The question says this equation graphed a line in the xy plane. Which of the following equation has a graph that is perpendicular to the graph of the given equation? So it says this one is graphing this line. You have to find out the equation of the line that is perpendicular to this one. And the options that is given to us are y equal to minus 2x plus 3. Second one is y equal to half x plus 3. Third option is y equals 2x plus 3. Fourth option is y equals minus half x plus 3. I will let you guys grapple with this. Yes. B. Okay. I see friends getting along very well here in the classroom. Yes, Vishwa, tell me, what is your answer?
It's 12x, right, for the question?
Say that one more time.
The question has 12x, right?
Yeah, 6y plus 12x. Extremely sorry for the horrible writing skills of mine. 6y plus 12x equal to 18. Which of these equations represents the graph that is perpendicular to this line? Yes, Dave. Just the answer for now. I'll come back to the test part.
Okay, I got it.
You got A? This one? Okay. Good. Neil, how about you?
I got 18.
You also got A? Guys, time for review. Yes. You also think A? See, there's a close contention between A and B. How about you, Vishal?
I got A.
You also got A? Guys, think about it. This one.
I got A.
Wonderful. Ritika.
I got A as well.
Nice. Akshaya.
So it's asking for a perpendicular line, right?
Sorry, Vita, one more time.
It's asking for a perpendicular
Line of equation of the line that is perpendicular to this line.
I think it's
Say it one more time.
I think it's
Guys, be a little less louder. I cannot hear them. Yeah, one more time.
I think it's B.
You think it's B? Okay. B. People with answers B are feeling better now.
Is that graph related to the question?
No, this is my made up thing. Okay.
Oh, then it's B.
Think it's B. Okay. Jenna,
I think it's B.
you also think it's B. Okay. You said A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Akshay,
Oh, I said B.
you said B already. Okay.
Yeah.
Ritika,
I think what the answer is B because I like simplified it like not as a perpendicular,
okay.
Just B.
Okay. Dave,
Yeah, I didn't realize my thing wasn't perpendicular, so it would be
it'll be B. Okay. People with answers B are feeling a little better now. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Vishwa.
I see it as well. I think it's B.
You also think it's B? Okay. Now there's more support for B. Who has not answered yet? Saranya, Vishal.
I
Sa-
got B.
You said B. You think B? Okay. Then how about Sarah? Yeah, Vishal.
Wait, so you're trying to make it perpendicular?
Yes.
Oh, I got B.
Okay. Okay.
I thought you had simplified.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Neil.
Wait, what is perpendicular?
What is perpendicular? This is a line. Another line that makes 90 degrees with this line.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Anybody who is still okay, guys, don't move to music from math. I know both start with M. What I'm saying is, this time, once you solve the problem, and when others are solving the problem, the wait time that you have, make sure that you guys get into the habit of reviewing your answers. Okay. Please, guys, are not good. Okay. I always prescribe kids to use the scratchbook, draw it, make sure that you're reviewing your answers when you're waiting for it. So I got answer as many of you said B, some of you said A also. Let's review it. Any second thought? You still sticking with A for now? Okay, all right. So I'm not saying which one is right, A or B. Okay, let's not worry about it. Now let's see how would your teacher solve it by becoming a student. So these are the 4 options we have. Right now what I'm doing, I always keep applying this for myself also. I don't only preach, I practice. So I have this equation, 6y plus 12x plus equal to 18. I have a liking towards the form of equation which is y-intercept form. Okay, because that gives me the slope. And here we're talking about perpendicular, right? So perpendicular meaning something that has a slope, 90 degree to that. So if I convert this to slope-intercept form, I'll be able to get the slope and then the y-intercept, and from that I'll try deriving the slope of the target line. Okay. So let's convert this to y-intercept form. Here everything is a multiple of 6 any which way. But anyway, let's not think too much about it. I'll just keep y on one side, move everything else to other side. Plus 18. I just moved 12x to this side. So y became, I have to divide everything by 6. So it becomes minus 12x by 6 plus 18 by 6. So y equals minus 2x plus 3. Now, as soon as I get this, my slope is minus 2. Now if you guys remember, if you have a line with a slope, the line that will be perpendicular to that, the multiplication of slope of one line and the line perpendicular to that will give me how much? Negative 1. Okay? So this is something that we have proved in the previous class. But for the sake of simplicity, right? If you have a line that has a slope, a line perpendicular to that will have another slope. If you multiply the slope of both the lines, that will give you minus 1. Okay? And whoever is kind of thinking about why this thing to be believed, we have done that in the previous class. I can pass on the video of that class. You guys can watch it one more time to get clarity around it. If not, anyways, I'll come back to it and prove this theorem one more time. Okay? Now, so that means if my current line's slope is minus 2, if I multiply minus 2 with the slope of the line that I am trying to find out from this option, this will give me a minus 1. That means M2, the slope of the target line would be minus 1 divided by minus 2. That will be 1 over 2. Now, all these options that we have is in the slope intercept form only. And we know the slope. So, wherever we have 1 by 2, that becomes the option to lean on. This one has a slope of minus 2 out of equation. This one has a slope of 2. I will rule it out as well. This one has a slope of minus 1 by 2. But this thing has to be 1 by 2. So this is also out of equation. This is the only one that we are left with. Did I break it down the right way for everybody? Make sense? Everybody? Akshaya, Samriddhi, Vishwa. I don't know who said A, who said B. I'm just randomly calling out some names to make sure that I'm hitting the targets right. Yeah? Neil, clear beta?
Yeah.
Everybody aligned to what I did? Okay. Akshaya, was that something trustworthy? I mean, I'm just asking, trustworthy as in, was this explanation good enough?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. So here, for the kids who have been relatively new in the class, remember this, okay? What I like about this class, or when I really feel very happy about things, when we are trying to solve the problems, I want you guys to participate in that. When you participate, when you share your point of view, that gives me the feeling that yes, we are solving things together, we are learning things together. And there's a lot that you guys can exchange among yourself also. So that's the reason I always encourage you guys to be with me in the class and work on the problems together with me. Let's pick up one problem which is on inequality. Okay? Now, guys, here, everybody here. This is the question that we will deal with now. Minus 10x minus 3 is greater than equal to 8x plus 4. This is the first line of the question, which says, which of the following best describes the solution to the inequality shown? And here are the options. Option A says x is less than equal to minus 7 by 18. Second one says x is less than equal to minus 7 over 2. Third option says x is less than equal to minus 1 over 18. And the fourth option says x is greater than equal to minus 7 over 18. So this is the inequality given to us. It says which of the option best describes this one. A. Okay. Arush, don't trust your friends. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't get me wrong with it, okay? I'm just making sure that you guys are enjoying it as much as I enjoy the class. Yes, Ritika.
Wait, so the last part was 8x plus 4?
8x plus 4, yeah.
Okay, then I got x is less than or equal to negative 7 over 18. So it's
Oh,
like,
this one, A?
yeah.
Okay. How about you, Vita? A? Okay.
I also got that.
You also got A. How about you, Vishal?
I got A.
Okay,
I
Bishwa?
also got A, sir.
Okay. Jenna, Neil, Sarah, Saranya, Samriddhi. Yes, Neil.
I got,
Yes, Samriddhi, go ahead.
oh, I got A.
You also got A? Okay. Neil,
A.
you also got A. Okay, Ria.
I'm still working on it.
Okay. How about you, Jenna?
I'm still working.
Okay, okay. Dave.
I got A.
Okay. How about Vishal?
I got A.
You also got A. Okay, I'll give one more minute before we jump on to more interesting side of the problems. Now, this car, I mean, I struggled with this car for initial 2 weeks to figure out how do I turn it off. It doesn't. You don't have an option to turn it off. It just goes to a sleep mode by itself. As soon as I move my phone away from the car, that's it.
Oh, I think it's on the app.
Yeah, it's on the app. I mean, it doesn't let me turn it off. It just goes to sleep mode.
No.
It does.
You walk away.
When you walk away, I'm pretty close to the car. That's why it's thinking that I'm going to drive. Okay.
He's the rich expert.
Okay, Vishal. You told the answer, right? Okay, Saranya,
I got D.
you got E. Okay. How about Jenna and Ria? Are you guys close to being done? Or you want me to? Yes, Sarah.
I got A.
You also got A. Jenna,
I got A too.
you also got A. Okay, guys here. Everybody here with me. Come back. So now, see, these are the opportunities that you'll get to see whether your teacher is literate enough or not, right? So don't miss that opportunity. Okay. All right. So here, this is the equation, and this is one of the simplest equations that we have to solve for. We have to find out what is the value of x. So you have to keep x on one side, move everything else to the other side of the border. The equal to or inequality sign, I treat them as border. Okay, when I'm moving something, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, multiplication becomes division, division becomes multiplication. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm keeping only x, all the things with x on one side. So this comes here, becomes minus 8x, and here I'm moving this guy to the other side. So minus 3 becomes plus 3, plus 4. So minus 10x minus 18x gives you minus 8, minus 10x minus 8x gives you minus 18x is greater than or equal to 7. That means minus x, okay, x is greater than or equal to 7 over minus 18 or minus this. That means x is greater than equal to,
This is the sign.
Divide by negative 18, a negative number, you have to flip the sign.
no, so that's what I did.
No, like
No,
the
flip
middle
the
sign.
middle
The
sign.
operator.
Oh, this, okay, yeah, I've not come to that point yet. Okay, so this, so there are two ways of doing it. Okay, you keep this one here and say minus x is greater than this, and then that means negative of x is greater than this. That means if you take the negative out, you will put the negative on the other side, and this thing flips. It becomes minus 7 over 18. So x is less than or equal to minus 7 over 18. Yeah. So this is one thing that you have to be a little careful about, right? I mean, whenever you're changing the sign, when you are making this, when you are dealing with inequality and changing the sign, this thing also flips. So that's one care that you have to apply, because otherwise you'll be tempted to just move this way without being careful about it. And in layman's term, right, if I say x is greater than or equal to minus 5, so that means x is greater than or equal to minus 5. You should visualize the number line. Here, it's 0, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X is greater than or equal to minus 5. That means we are talking about x value greater than minus 5. So here, let's say this is minus 5. We are talking about everything that comes on the right hand side of this. Okay? If I put negative of x, I cannot say negative of x is greater than this. Negative of x will be less than or equal to 5. That's how this flipping happens, okay? So, or whatever I said, you can interpret that in a different way. I was saying that when you are moving anything around this equality sign, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, when you are moving a minus sign or changing a sign from negative to positive, this one also flips from greater than equal to less than equal to or vice versa. Vishal, you're saying something? Okay, your hand is raised. But yeah, I think everybody got the answer and all of you got the right answer, so let's not muddy the water further. Alright, let's go to our next set of problems that might sound a little more interesting. And this is a problem with lot of words into it. That means it would need lot more attention from each one of you. Okay, everybody listen to the story carefully. And you know, while the word problems are the easiest problems to solve in my mind, but they are the obvious reasons for all of us to go wrong as well, because one word misinterpreted in the whole question might lead to a different answer altogether. Let's focus on this word problem. Some zoo monkeys are on a diet of fruits and nuts. Some zoo monkeys are on a diet of fruits and nuts. Everybody with me, right? Fruit has about 13.3 grams of sugar per cup. Fruits, I'm just writing it here so that you don't have to rely on your memory, okay? Fruits has about 13.3 grams. 13.3 grams of protein per cup. Grams of protein per cup. And 31.36 grams, this is protein, okay? And 1.36 grams, what did I do? Let me read the second line one more time. Fruit has about 13.3 grams of sugar per cup. So this is sugar, my bad. And 1.36 grams of protein per cup. Nuts have, this is fruits, okay, so fruits have 13.3 grams of sugar per cup and 1.36 grams of protein per cup. Nuts have about 4.04 grams of sugar per cup sugar and 15.56 grams per cup of protein. Okay. Each monkey must get between 70 grams and 90 grams of sugar per day. Between 70 and 90 grams per day and at least 85 grams of protein per day. So this is sugar and this is protein. Which of the following daily diet fits the monkey's needs? This is the easiest problem to solve provided you look at the details very carefully. Option A is 0 cup of fruit and 16 cups of nuts. Option B is 4 cups of fruit and 8 cups of nuts. Option C is 8 cups of fruits and 4 cups of nuts. Option D is 16 cups of fruits and 0 cups of nuts. Okay, guys, one last time, I'm reading this question for you guys. It says that monkeys in a zoo are on diet and they have to meet some dietary requirements. These are the ingredients that they'll be given: fruits and nuts. Fruits have 13.3 grams of cups, 13.3 grams of sugar per cup and 1.36 grams of protein per cup. This is for fruits. And nuts have 4.04 grams of sugar per cup and 15.56 grams of protein per cup. If they need every monkey needs to get between 70 to 90 grams of sugar and at least 85 grams of protein. Which of the option meets the dietary needs? Did everybody hear the question? Okay. Neil, Sarah, everybody here in the classroom? Okay.
Just to make sure, for the protein is at least 85 or?
Protein is at least 85 grams, and for sugar it's between 70 and 90 grams. Let me read it. You tell me your answer. I don't know it right now.
B.
Okay, it says each monkey must get between 70 and 90 grams of sugar per day and at least 85 grams of protein per day. You think B? Okay.
I also think B.
Okay, Praneet, take working on it. Everybody heard the question, right? Okay. Neil, Sarah, Jenna, Akshay, Vishal, everybody, Ria.
I got B.
You also got B? Okay. Okay. And Dave, Saranya, everybody got the question, right? Okay. All right. And when you guys are done, make sure that you use the wait time for reviewing your own answer. Otherwise, if somebody gives a different answer and that answer being correct, not good. David, where is your homework? Where is your note? Catching.
I lost it.
You lost it, you need one.
I've been doing this in my head and I got every single one right.
Why? See, I'm an old school guy, okay? I don't believe in doing anything in the head.
Do you have a pencil?
While I know you guys are much more intelligent than me, but I'm a big fan of doing the scratch work. Yes, Neil.
I think it's B.
You also think it's B? Okay. And one small thing, more of a what you call psychological stuff. Don't tell me I think it's B. Always tell me my answer is B. Let it go wrong. That's fine. Yeah, because you don't have a maybe option when you're in the exam. Yes, Biswa. Biswa, Dev, tell me what's your option? What's your option? B. You also think B? Okay. I will not stretch this one further. I'm seeing that most of you are getting, not most of you, everybody who has given the answer so far is only B. And, okay, here guys, everybody here. So now, if I'm trying to solve it, what is that we're trying to do? It says, we just know that, okay, fruit has this many grams of sugar per cup, this has this many grams of protein per cup, this one has, nuts have 4.04 grams of sugar per cup and 15.56 grams of protein per cup. Now we need this many grams of sugar and this many grams, this sugar content has to be in this range and protein content has to be more than 85 grams. Now if I look at, let's say this guy, option A. So right now again, going back to my own strategy, right, that I keep prescribing. Okay, we have read the question a couple of times and these are the options given to us. We are trying to find out which is the best option which meets this dietary requirement. So I need 70 to 90 grams exact of sugar, regardless of whichever combination I go for. Let's say randomly pick this option. I mean, there's no mathematical formula that I can derive from this, okay? Because this will derive how much of sugar and how much of this thing. I'll pick randomly the extremes, okay? Here, 0 nuts, 0 fruits. If I look at only nuts, 16 cups of fruits, only fruit. 16 cups of fruit results into what? 16 cups of fruits will give me 16 times 13 point something. That much of sugar, which is way beyond this. Yeah? 16 to 13. 16 3 are 48, 160 plus 48. 208 plus grams of sugar. not recommended. Out of equation. This one, 16 cups of nuts, if we go for. What happens if I go for 16 cups of nuts? What happens to sugar? Sugar is 16 times 4. 16 4 is 64. Again, less than this. Even if you look at sugar element, 16 cups of sugar will be how much of sugar? 16 into 15. Much higher than what is prescribed. So A and B are ruled out. Yeah. Now, between these two, see, look at the sugar content here. Between these two, if I have to take, my sugar content has to be within this range. If I just go for nuts, 8 cups of nuts, how much is that going to be? 15 times 8. How much is that? 120 grams. Why would B be my option? Most of you gave me B as an option, and I'm not finding that to be the right option. So, tell me, how did you guys arrive at B? One of you, anybody? See, look at this. If I'm going for B, B is my 8 cups of nuts. Every cup of nut gives me 4.04 grams of sugar and 15.56 grams of protein. So 8 cups will give me, okay, my bad, I was looking at the wrong thing. 8 cups of nuts gives me this many grams of protein. 15.56 into 8, which is more than 120. This is aligning with this one. But is how much is the sugar that comes with 8 cups of nuts?
Around 30.
8 into 4.4 is 32, 32, 33. Let's do rounding up, approximately 33. Now, 4 cups of fruits gives me how much of sugar? 13.3 into 4.
Around 60.
13 4 is 52, 53 maybe. 53, 54. So that is 87. So in the range. Okay. Yeah. I was going the wrong direction then. I probably looked at this as sugar, which was wrong. And you guys can attribute that to my eyesight with the age. But yeah. Again, coming back to the simple thing. You guys did it right, but I'm just curious to know, how did you guys approach? One of you. Yeah.
So I started with 8 fruits and 4 nuts randomly, and that didn't work, so I crossed out D, and then I just moved on to B, and that just matched it, so I took B.
Okay. How about C? Why C was not a question at all? Samriddhi or Akshaya, Saranya, anybody? Tell me why C was not a question at all? Ananya also. Yeah.
Because the first one was greater.
First one was
Greater.
So this one was leading to much more of sugar that you need.
Yeah.
13 times 8 is 104 plus something because you have a 0.3 as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. So here, this question also it's a not that loaded a question, but from approach point of view, here also you guys use elimination technique basically. This one only with nuts, 16 cups of nuts will get you how much of sugar? 16 into 4.4. This is sugar, right? 16 cups of nuts here. 16 to 4.4. This was giving you. Why did I rule out option 1? Okay, let's say if I look at 16, option D is out of question because 13.3 into 16 rules it out. But here if I go for 16 cups of nuts, 16 cups of nuts will be how much? 16 into 4.4. Why A is not an option? Yeah.
Because 16 fours is not like over 80.
16 cups of nuts, it gives you, every cup of nut gives you 4.4. Okay, this is less than 70.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. So basically here also you eliminated this one. When you came here, you saw that just 8 cup of fruit gives you more sugar than what is prescribed. So this is also eliminated, and then you will come on to option D. Yeah. All right. So I took a little lengthier approach, but the summary of this kind of situation is that when you are trying to solve a problem like this, you don't have to do calculation always. You have to use elimination also as a technique for solving it faster. So Mandeep and who else? Aniket, Anika, you guys have joined 7 minutes early. So please join at 4 o'clock. So otherwise you will hear something that will not make much sense to you guys. Okay? Alright. All Mishika also. All the kids from level 1, you have joined 7 minutes early, join at 4 o'clock. Okay. So before I move on, did it make enough sense to everybody, or it was just okay? So Lakshmi, you are 6 minutes early for the class, but join at 4, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. So let's take one last problem before I let you guys go. And this time we'll not try solving it. I would be interested in knowing the approach that you will take for solving it. Let's worry about the approach part alone. I'm more interested in that, be it elimination, be it any other technique that you would want to apply for solving it faster. Is that okay, everybody? This is the question. 2 times x minus 1 over 3 minus 3 over 2 times x minus, y minus 1 over 6 equal to 0. 3 into x minus half minus, plus 8 over 3 x minus 1 over 6 equal to 0. It says, consider the system of equations. If x and y is the solution to the system, what is the value of the sum of x and y? What is the value of x plus y? That's what we have to find out. So these are the system of equations. There are 2 equations that is given to us, and x and y are the solution from the system of equation. It says find out what is the value of x and y, and the options given are 5 over 6. Second option is 25 over 36. Third option is 2 over 3. And fourth option is none of the above. So you guys had 2 equations, okay? These are the 2 equations that you have. And from this system of equation, you have to solve it for x and y. And you are told that x and y are the solution for this system of equations. Meaning you are solving these 2 equations to get a value of x and y. And x plus y, what is the value of x plus y? And these are options given. So how would you solve it? Think about it. You guys have exactly 4 minutes. Tell me what will be the approach. Don't try solving it. Everybody. Samriddhi, Akshaya, Sara, Neil, Saranya, Vishal, Vishwa, Dave, Jenna. Yep, Jenna. Tell me about
I would just plug both equations into Desmos and find out where my x and y is, and then get that and just add both numbers together.
Okay.
Looking at the second equation, you see it's just one variable, so you can solve that for x. And then
One second. I might have messed it up. Why? This is okay. Okay, these are the equations. So what Jenna is saying is, she will convert the fractions to decimals and then try solving for it. Okay. Now your argument on that has gone wrong because the question itself was wrong. Now tell me what will be the second approach.
First, you distribute everything like on first equation and second equation to make it more simple. Then you solve for x in terms of y and then plug it into the first one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would get y on one side and x on the other side. It doesn't matter how it's simplified. And you take that and you put it into the calculator and you find answers in the calculator.
Okay. On the screen, kids, Dev, Ritika, Riya, Saranya, Rudraksh, you're in the class, but you're not in the class. So sit as quiet as you can. Go find a chair for yourself. Sit without making tiniest of the sound. Yeah. Okay, let me give you guys a clue. Ultimately, you're trying to solve for it. Like what David said. See, what we don't like is fractions. Because fractions make our life a little more difficult. I mean, though I tell that to all the younger kids that fractions are my best friend. But here, I want to knock off the fraction because we know that you can always find an equivalent equation. Wherever you have fraction. You have a fraction here. Meaning, you can multiply the whole thing by 2. You will get rid of the fraction. Here you have this as denominator. You will multiply the whole thing by 3. Everybody. Here I will multiply everything by 2. Here I will multiply everything by 3. So that I can form the equivalent equations. And then see what this becomes. I'm just trying to simplify this. This becomes 4x. I multiply. What did I do? Am I multiplying by 2 twice? No. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm multiplying by 2. So this becomes 4x minus. What am I doing right now? I'm just checking. 3 by 2. 8 by 3. Okay. Simple solution, okay? Look at the maximum fraction you have here. 2 times 6, 12, that is what you will get. Here also 3 times 6, 18 is what you will get. Multiply this whole thing by 18 and multiply this whole thing by 12. And that becomes your equivalent equation and then try solving for it. I will let you guys try this, okay? This is don't try solving this problem by getting yourself stressed out, but see what way you will use for simplifying this equation. And when you simplify this, when you multiply this equation by one number and multiply this equation by some other number to knock off the fractions, then you will see that your x and y's are coming together. You have to just put them, add them up, you will be able to solve it real quick. Once you get into the fractions, you will see this equation becoming much more simplified for you all. Does that make sense or no? It does? So, today was the last. Jenna, did not make sense, better?
No, I don't know what you just said.
Okay. So what I will do is I will solve this equation for you guys, okay? I'll send you guys a quick 1 page of solution approach at least from here to solving it. Aniket, just stay quiet for 2 more minutes, okay? I'll just wrap it up. I'm just wrapping up the previous class. All the younger kids, just hold it for 1 more minute. I'm wrapping up this class, okay? So, I will solve this equation for you guys and then set it out. At least from approach point of view, you'll be very clear, okay? And then that will make a lot more sense, yeah? With that being said, I will let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. The torture of this week is over, except for the kids who are joining me for Algebra 2 and pre-calculus the coming days. Alright? Bye-bye. Take care.
Hi, sir.
Bye-bye.
Hi, sir.